Hey, what's going on, crew? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Serrano. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you. But if you're already part of the crew, salute. Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 10.5 version, and I've been using this thing for like 2 weeks and I've been really enjoying it, right? It's got a 10.5-inch display, so it's going to be really nice to look at and browse the web. And I kind of want to talk about the overall browsing experience, battery life, as well as the cameras in a little bit more detail, and also some of the performance. So if it's your very first time to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe and get notified for more videos just like this. But overall, I was really impressed with the tablet when I was first taking a look at it because of the design, and the design is going to be upgraded from the A7 of last year. So I just want to mention that they did actually give it a nice feel in the hand. It still has the aluminum shell on it with the TFT display, which is going to be pretty nice to look at. It's going to have some decent colors to it. It's going to be also a really nice colorful display with nice saturation. It's not going to be the brightest one in the world or the most colorful one in the world, but it did have, just to say the least, it had a really nice display to look at. 1200 by 1920. It also comes with a 16 by 10 aspect ratio, as well as 216 pixels per inch. So overall, I was quite impressed with the actual functionality of the software. It didn't feel laggy or buggy when it came to scrolling on here. It was pretty much overall in general a smooth experience, just to say the least, right? Because when you're using it for multimedia, like streaming on the web, when you're watching like sports or even movies, I did notice that the A7 wasn't as smooth when it came to the overall feel and look. It definitely looked a little bit more smoother to the naked eye. Now, they both have 60 hertz displays, so it's not going to be like a huge upgrade when you're coming from the A7. And if you had the A7 and you wanted to go to the A8, it's not really that big of an upgrade. But if you did pick this one up, you will get 1 more year of updates because this is going to be the latest model. So it's probably worth picking up if you want to keep this one for a longer period of time. But the overall speeds when it came to scrolling in general felt really nice when I was going from point A to point B. And when I was playing games on here, there wasn't any lag or belly aching when I was using it, because you're going to get a newer chip that Samsung does in fact use now, which I've never seen before on a Samsung device, which is the UNOSOC Tiger T618, which is a 12 nanometer processing chip, which is pretty decent when it comes to the overall performance speeds for, gaming and things of that such, because you're going to be able to play games with minimal lag, right? And you won't have to worry about stutters or delay. So you're going to be able to get first blood. You're going to be able to actually compete when it comes to gaming. And I was managing, to play this game when I got some really nice performance. I got 12 kills, which was really crazy. This thing also has 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of internal storage, a really minimalistic feel in the hand. It feels really slim, and the bezels are actually pretty decent size. They're not too big, so when you're holding it in the hand, you do have something to hold onto on all 4 sides. And one of the things I do like about this tablet is that it has quad speakers, so you will get 4 speakers, 2 on each side of the tablet, and the camera is actually in the middle of the tablet off to the right side. So when you hold it in landscape mode, it will be front and center. Now, when you use the camera, the 8 megapixel goes up to 10 times zoom, which is pretty nice, and it does give you some decent quality when you're looking at objects. And I was able to zoom in on objects, and they do have buttons for 2 times, 4 times, 8 times or something, and then 10 times. So you could just press the button, or you could choose the little wheel, and it will actually zoom in depending on if you hit the wheel or if you touch the button. So I thought that was pretty cool. But the photos came out really good, especially the sky didn't blow out, and I really did like that part because it was nice. But when you did take a portrait, the sky kind of blurred out in the back, but you can adjust the background post shot, which was pretty cool. So it's fully customizable with, Android 11. It does come packed with the Samsung One UI 3, and it's going to be a pretty solid experience. You'll be able to expand your storage with photos, videos, movies, pictures, things of that nature, files and stuff like that. This thing also packs Bluetooth 5.0. It does have some pretty nice viewing angles, so if you lay it flat down, you will be able to still see it while it's on the surface. But one of the things I like is when I touched it, it felt really nice and cold to the touch with that aluminum frame. And it did have some nice boxy corners with rounded edges, which I really did like about it, with a large 7,400 milliamp hour battery packed inside of here. And the button placement was really nice because you get the volume rocker, and above that is your power button with a rounded camera, which doesn't feel wobbly when you put it on a flat surface. And this does come with 15 watts charging with the 7.8 fast charging brick inside. So it's going to be a slow charging brick that they do actually put inside, but you can charge up to 15 watts with a fast charging brick. And you get the touch to wake when you double tap it, which is pretty cool. You also do get some really nice bezels to hold on to when you're gaming or when you're actually holding the tablet, but it's mainly a two-handed tablet, so you will for the most part need two hands, because I have semi-decent sized hands, and for the most part I was using this guy with two hands, so it was a really nice experience to use. And if you weren't in front of a TV or at the moment, you could actually watch social media, sports, movies, YouTube. I was listening to music on this thing, and for the most part, the battery lasted all day long without me having to recharge it, which was pretty cool because sometimes I hate when I have to recharge a tablet multiple times per day, but this tablet does last a full day of use. You won't get like 2 days straight if you're a heavy user like me, but you might have to charge it every day if you use the tablet every single day. And if you're a light user, you might get, 2 days. You might even get 3 days if you have the tablet on standby and you don't really use it that much. But when it came to watching movies and browsing the web and just, shopping on here for $230 or less, it's going to be a pretty solid tablet to pick up because it has a really nice performance on here. It does have a really beautiful body with a modern design, sleek edges, and a boxy overall, modern look to it. So it definitely feels good in the hand. It definitely feels nice whenever you pick it up. You could feel the squared off edges, which is one of my favorite things about this thing, right? And I also do like the sound that comes out of here with the Dolby audio. It's definitely going to deliver when it comes to the sound quality. So I definitely like that. So the performance was pretty decent with the ARM Mali G52 MP2 Android 11 on here, but obviously it's going to get about 3 years of updates when it comes to security and about 2 years of, software upgrades from the letter upgrade and everything of that sort. So I was really impressed with this guy. So you can record in 1080 30 frames per second on the front and rear, which is something that I did like about it. And the Wi-Fi connection was pretty clean as well. And I was using this thing for the last 2 weeks and I was really impressed with this thing, even with the new processing chip that they put in here with the Tiger, the Unisoc Tiger. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting too much out of it, but after using it, it's been pretty decent. But let me know what you guys think about the Tab A8, and then let me know if you would upgrade to the Tab A set from the Tab A7. But I truly appreciate you for coming through and joining me, staying locked in, and I'll get right back with you. But make sure you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and good night, and I'll check you later. Peace.